Good afternoon, everyone. It's a real privilege to be here with you today. Now, before we get started, I want you to pause for a second and think deeply about something. Think about your mind, your thoughts. They shape your world. They affect how you see everything, how you handle life, and how you make choices. I want to tell you something important. The strength of your mind is not just something you are born with, it's something you can develop. Today, we're going to talk about 5 mental habits that will help you grow a stronger, more powerful mind. And I'm not just talking about getting by. I'm talking about controlling your thinking, overcoming life's challenges, and standing tall in front of problems, saying, "You can't break me. I'll overcome you." You see, life is going to test you. It's not a question of if, it's only a matter of when. But when those trials come, will your mind be ready? Will you be strong enough? That's what we're going to work on today. I'll share with you 5 key exercises you can take with you. And remember, these are not just ideas, they are tools. You don't improve just by hearing them, you improve by using them, by practicing them. Every single day. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly challenged yourself to imagine your success? And I don't mean just thinking about it for a few seconds and moving on. I mean really seeing it, feeling it in every part of your body, down to the smallest detail. You woke up and talk about it, I know. The kind of urgent, the kind of real you have to achieve. It takes force, it takes energy, it takes work to change something. I want to tell you something many people overlook. Before you can achieve anything, you must first see it in your mind. You must feel it again and again until it becomes part of who you are. Take a moment and ask yourself, what are you working toward? What is that one goal, that one dream you're chasing? Can you see it? I mean, truly see it. Maybe it's passing that exam you've been preparing for. Maybe it's growing the business you've been pouring your heart into. Maybe it's finishing that marathon you signed up for. Whatever it is, you need to picture it because that's where your journey begins. You can't get to the place you want to be if you can't first imagine yourself there. Picture this for a second. Think of the best athletes in the world. The ones who always rise to the challenge when the pressure is high. Do you think they just rolled out of bed and magically pull off those amazing performances? No way. They've seen it already. They've lived that moment in their mind over and over again. They've pictured the crowd, the pressure, the final second, and they've prepared mentally, not just physically. That is the secret power of visualization. It's not just wishful thinking, it's brain training. When you see your success clearly in your mind, your brain starts to believe it's real. It starts to believe you can do it. Your brain gets used to the idea that you are strong enough, smart enough, capable enough to face obstacles and win. When your mind accepts that vision, your actions begin to line up with your goals, your choices, your behavior, your path. It all starts pointing towards success. Let me explain something important. Your brain doesn't always know the difference between something real and something clearly imagined. If you picture yourself succeeding often enough, if you truly feel that moment of victory in your soul, your brain will start working to make it happen in real life. But just thinking about it won't cut it. You have to experience it in your mind fully. You can't just close your eyes for a few seconds and say, "Yeah, I see it." That's not enough. You must dive into it, picture every step, see yourself pushing through pain, holding on through the hard times, choosing the hard path because you know it leads to your dream. Let's say, for example, you're running a marathon. You've trained hard for months. Now, the big day is here. The crowd is loud, your body is aching, and the end seems so far away. But because you've visualized this moment, your mind has already gone through it. It has seen the struggle. It has felt the exhaustion, and it has already chosen to keep going. That vision is not just some fantasy. It's a plan. And when your brain believes in the plan, your body follows the lead. That's why the top athletes, the top performers in any field, don't only rely on their physical training, they trust their mental training. They believe in the strength of their minds. They count on visualization to carry them when they feel stuck. It's like carrying a mental map of your success, one you've studied and memorized long before you take your first physical step. But don't get confused. Visualization doesn't mean life will be easy. It doesn't mean you won't have tough times. It means when the tough times come, and they will, you won't be caught off guard. Your mind will already have faced those moments. It will already have practiced pushing through them. So when they show up, you won't panic. You'll know what to do because you've already been there in your mind. Listen to me closely. If you can't see your success, you won't reach it. It won't matter how many hours you work, how badly you want it, or how determined you feel. If your mind doesn't believe it's possible, your actions won't follow through. But when you do see it, when your vision is sharp and your belief is unshakable, everything begins to shift. You start entering places with a powerful sense of confidence because you've already seen yourself succeed. And this isn't just for athletes or business leaders, it's for you, it's for anyone with a dream, anyone who's faced pain, who's ever wondered if they had the power to keep going. Whether you're beginning a new chapter, bouncing back from a tough time, or simply trying to become the best version of yourself, you must see your success. You must feel it, hold on to it, and let it become part of who you are. Your mind is powerful. It's the key difference between people who reach their goals and those who give up. And the first step toward victory, it's already in your control. You just have to visualize it. Once you do, once you believe it, nothing can stop you, and I mean nothing. Now, let's talk about something else. We live in a time where everything around us is loud. Phones buzzing, messages popping up, tasks piling up, and distractions everywhere. The world is constantly demanding our attention, and honestly, it gets exhausting. That constant noise makes it really hard to hear your own thoughts. It becomes hard to think clearly, to focus, to feel calm, because your mind is always overloaded. I want to talk about meditation. And no, it's not just some far-off idea only for monks or spiritual experts. Meditation is a gift. It's a simple practice we all can use. It's a way to give your mind a break, a little breathing room. Let me be clear, meditation doesn't mean getting rid of every single thought in your head or pretending your problems don't exist. It means learning how to take control of your thoughts instead of letting them control you. Think about this. When was the last time you sat still in silence for 5 whole minutes without reaching for your phone or feeling like you needed to be doing something? I know, we're all busy, but ask yourself, what does it cost you to always be on the move? What does it cost your mind to never stop? You start to lose your focus, you make worse decisions, you forget who you are because your mind is always stuck in overdrive. That's where meditation helps. It's not about escaping the noise, it's about learning how to stay calm in the middle of it. Just a few quiet minutes can do wonders. Helps your brain rest, helps you release stress, and brings back a sense of balance. Think about a surgeon for a minute, someone whose job requires perfect focus. Their choices can be life-changing. Do you think they can afford to be distracted while working? Not at all. Their mind must be steady, clear, and focused. How do they get there? Through practice. They train their minds daily to stay calm under pressure. And we should too. If we're always reacting to life's chaos, always chasing the next thing, we'll burn out. But when we take even just 10 minutes a day to be still, to breathe deeply, to listen to our thoughts, to simply be present, we take back our strength. You don't have to sit for an hour. You don't need to be an expert. Just find a quiet place, close your eyes, breathe in peace, let go of stress. Focusing on your breath helps you return to the moment. It brings you clarity. It's like giving your mind a much-needed reset. And trust me, it works. I know some people say, I don't have time for this, or I can't sit still that long. But the truth is, When you make time for calm, you make time for your health. Your mind deserves care. And when you take care of it, you think better, act better, and live better. Just like your body needs rest after a long day, your mind needs rest too. Without it, you break down. You get tired. You feel lost. Meditation gives your mind the space it needs to recover and refresh. When you make it part of your daily routine, you'll start to notice something. You think more clearly, make better decisions, and feel more peaceful. And here's another truth. The more you meditate, the more you realize just how much weight you've been carrying in your mind, old worries, regrets, fears that hold you back. When you slow down, you start letting go of all that. You clear out the mess and find clarity. And with clarity comes power. Meditation is about learning how to quiet the constant noise around you. Meditation itself is just the method, the practice that helps you reach that calm state. But it's really the habit of finding peace in the middle of chaos, of reclaiming your calmness during the madness, that gives you the real strength to keep going. It's that ability to pause, breathe, and reset that will help you get the clarity needed to face your path ahead. So don't resist it. Don't run from the quiet, because the more you do it, the more you'll understand the strength that stillness brings. And that strength will shift your entire way of living. It'll change how you deal with obstacles, how you manage pressure, how you approach everything life puts in front of you. When you learn to be calm inside, you become unshakable. And that's exactly what we need more of in this noisy, fast-paced world. We need the strength to stay calm. We need the ability to silence the noise. And we need it now. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly sat down and thought about where your life is right now? I mean, really thought about it. Not just rushing through your day, barely able to catch your breath, but actually stopping to think about what's going on in your heart, your mind, your hopes, your problems, everything. How often do you take the time to do that? Most people don't. We get so wrapped up in our routines and distractions that we forget to slow down. But I'm telling you, one of the most powerful habits you can create to strengthen your mind and gain direction is journaling. When you take time to write down your thoughts, you give yourself a chance to speak honestly. You give yourself the space to be heard, even if it's just by you. There's something powerful about writing. It helps you hear your own voice in a way nothing else can. It helps you untangle your mind. What was once a mess of fear, stress, or confusion starts to feel clearer. You get perspective. You make room to breathe again. Think about this for a second. How often do you keep things inside? How often do you hide your emotions, your pain, your dreams, because facing them feels too hard? It feels easier to just push them away. But let me tell you, those feelings don't disappear. They don't vanish. They grow. They eat at you from the inside. The sadness, the fear, the doubt. It builds up. It becomes louder. It keeps you from moving forward. But when you write it out, when you get those thoughts out of your head and onto the page, something changes. You take back the power. You stop letting your problems control you, and you start owning your story. You get to sort through what you're feeling, whether it's happiness, anger, confusion, or sadness. It all gets room to breathe. Let me give you an example. Think about someone who's been through a very hard time. Maybe they lost someone they love, or they experienced a major setback. Now imagine they never talk about it, never share it, never release it. Do you think that's healthy? Do you think that will help them heal? No. It will weigh on them every single day like a heavy backpack they never take off. Eventually it breaks them down, but when they take that pain and write about it, when they allow those emotions to come out onto the paper, they start to heal. They begin to make sense of what happened. They give themselves a safe place to feel and understand. And journaling isn't just for pain or hard times. It's also about appreciating the good moments. It's about thinking back on your day, your week, your year, and realizing how far you've come. Too often we focus on what's missing, what we haven't done yet. But writing helps us see what we have done. It helps us see the growth we've experienced, the things we've overcome. It's like looking back in a mirror and saying, I've been through a lot, but I'm still standing. Let me remind you, failure is not the end. Failure is part of the journey. It's part of growing. But if you never stop to think about what went wrong, if you never take time to reflect, you can't learn from it. When you journal, you give yourself the chance to break down your failures and ask, what can I do differently next time? You turn your setbacks into wisdom. You build a roadmap for your future, a guide that helps you avoid the same mistakes and move forward smarter. Writing isn't just about the past, it's about shaping the future. It helps you organize your thoughts. It helps you see patterns in your choices, your habits, both the helpful ones and the harmful ones. You can ask yourself the tough questions. You can be real with yourself and say, am I doing what I need to do to get where I want to go? And when you do that, when you get honest with yourself, you begin to make better decisions. You begin to take steps that match your purpose, your goals, your dreams. You stop letting distractions throw you off track. And listen, journaling isn't only about the major moments in life, it's about the little ones too. The quiet victories, the tiny wins that build up over time. We ignore those small things too often. The moments when we stuck to our goals, when we were kind to ourselves, when we pushed through something tough. But writing helps us recognize them. It lets us say, yes, I did that. I'm proud of that. And when you do that, you build belief in yourself. You build strength. You gain momentum. But you have to stick with it. You have to turn it into a habit. It's easy to say, I don't have time to write, or I'm too busy. But let me ask you, how much time do you spend scrolling on your phone, watching videos, or zoning out? You can find time to write. You can make time to think and reflect. When you journal, you're not just writing words. You're taking responsibility for your life. You're saying, I'm not going to let my past control me. You're saying, I'm not going to let my challenges hold me back. You're saying, I choose to move forward. That's the power of journaling. It's not just a method to look back, it's a tool to move ahead. So here's my challenge to you. Don't wait. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until everything in your life is going smoothly. Just start. Start writing, start reflecting, start shaping your future. Because when you take control of your own story, when you take charge of your thoughts and start understanding everything that's happened, you will find peace, you'll find your purpose, you'll find a strength inside you that you didn't even realize was there. And that's when you become powerful. That's when you live your life the way you were meant to. Let me share another truth with you. You've probably heard this before. You are the average of the people you spend time with. And it's true. The people you spend time with have a huge influence on your life. But I want to take it further. You're not just shaped by people, you're also shaped by what you put into your mind. And sadly, we often forget that. We're so caught up in the daily grind and keeping up with the latest trends or news that we forget to feed our minds something meaningful, like reading. And I don't mean scrolling through social media or skimming the news while half asleep. I mean real reading. Books that challenge you. Articles that make you think. Stories that stretch your imagination and grow your understanding of the world. Reading that pulls you out of your comfort zone and lights a spark inside you. Because when you read, you're not just passing time, you're learning. And when you learn, you evolve. Think of the great minds in history. Think of the ones who changed the world. People like Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, or Maya Angelou. What do they all share? They were always learning. Always curious, always expanding their thinking. They read, they absorbed, they sought knowledge constantly. And I'm not saying you have to be rich or famous to make a difference, but I am saying that if you're not learning, if you're not reading, then you're missing out on becoming the best version of yourself. Let's be real. Life is busy. We all have things pulling at our time, but reading is one thing you can't afford to skip. You can't afford not to feed your mind. How many times have you felt stuck? Trying to solve a problem, figure out a plan, or find direction, and you just don't have the answer. Imagine if you had the knowledge, the mindset, the insight to solve it. That's what reading gives you. It builds your toolkit. It arms you with ideas and answers. And reading isn't just about collecting facts. It's about expanding your way of thinking. When you open yourself to new perspectives, you begin to think differently. You find better solutions. You grow in how you approach everything, from your work to your relationships to your own inner world. So start reading, even if it's just for 10 or 15 minutes a day. That small habit will change everything. You'll grow wiser. You'll grow stronger. You'll grow into the person you were always meant to become. Think about how much you can learn in a short time. If you stay consistent, that small daily effort will pay off in ways you never imagined. So here's the main point. If you truly want to grow, move forward, and succeed in life, you must feed your mind. You have to fill it with useful knowledge. Make reading a habit. Don't just read to be entertained or to kill time. Read to change yourself. Read to challenge your thinking. Read to improve. Because when you fill your mind with the right information, new ideas, and good perspectives, you change everything. You change your life. That's the power of reading. Now, I want to talk about something most people ignore. It's something that's always with us, our inner voice. Every day, we speak to ourselves, whether we notice it or not. Sometimes the voice is kind and encouraging, but other times it's negative. You know what I mean? That voice that says, you're not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough. The one that tells you this is too difficult, you'll never make it. But the truth is, you don't have to accept those thoughts. You don't have to believe every negative word your mind throws at you. And you surely don't need to let those thoughts decide your future. Here's something powerful. You can change the way you talk to yourself. You can speak hope and confidence into your thoughts, into your heart, and into your future. That's what affirmations are about. They are about speaking truth, strength, and positive beliefs into your life. It's about standing in front of the mirror and saying out loud who you are and what you're capable of. Saying things like, I am enough. I am strong. I can achieve great things. These aren't just words. They're beliefs that you build inside. They're the foundation that helps you through hard times. Let me tell you a story. It's about a man who refused to let tough times break him. He didn't listen to the voices that said he wasn't good enough. He failed many times. He got rejected over and over. People told him he didn't have what it takes to succeed, but every morning he looked in the mirror and told himself, I am made for success. I won't give up. That man was Richard Branson. And despite the odds, he built one of the most well-known companies in the world. Think about that. Just like many of us, he had reasons to quit. Life threw obstacle after obstacle at him. But he didn't let failures define him. He didn't let rejection defeat him. He used positive words to keep going. He reminded himself of his worth every day. He believed in himself, and that belief changed his life. The world is full of doubt and negativity. You'll always find someone ready to tell you what you can't do, but only you have the power to silence those voices. Only you can rewrite the story in your head. Your words carry power. What you say to yourself matters more than you think. Every day, you either lift yourself up or tear yourself down with your own thoughts. Let me be real. This isn't something you do once and forget. It's something you must do every single day. Even on the days when you're tired, upset, or discouraged. Especially on those days, because those are the moments when affirmations are most needed. So when you look yourself in the eye and say, I am strong, I can do this, I will not quit. Your words can shift your mindset. They can change how you face your problems. They affect how you feel about yourself and the world. Speaking affirmations daily sets the tone for your entire day. You're choosing to take charge of your thoughts and emotions. You're telling yourself, I lead this life, I will not let fear or doubt win. And here's the best part. When you keep speaking those words and you believe them, life starts to shift. Things begin to happen. Doors you thought were closed start to open. The chances you thought you'd never get start showing up. But remember this. Affirmations aren't just about saying the right things. You've got to believe them. You have to feel them deeply. You must own them. If you say, I am strong, but don't believe it, the words won't help. You must say it like you mean it. Speak it like your future depends on it, because it really does. How you talk to yourself shapes how you show up in life. If you keep telling yourself you're not capable, that's how you'll start acting. But if you speak words of power and confidence, everything changes. You start to carry yourself with a new energy. You begin to truly believe that no matter what comes, you can get through it. That's when you become unstoppable. Don't waste your words. Don't let your thoughts be filled with self-doubt. Fill your heart and mind with words that lift you up. Speak strength into your soul every day. Remind yourself what you're made of. When you take control of your self-talk, you take control of your future. And that, my friend, is the power nobody can take from you. It's something you really need to know if you want to succeed. Your mind is your strongest tool. It's not just part of who you are, it's the root of everything you'll achieve. It's the base that supports all your goals and dreams. If you want to overcome problems, if you want to grow, if you want to succeed, you must first win the battle in your mind. You need to control your thoughts, your emotions, your habits, and your beliefs. And let me tell you, that takes effort. It's not instant, it's not easy, but the rewards, they're beyond worth it. Now here's the truth. If you do these simple but powerful habits daily, like visualizing your goals, practicing meditation, journaling your thoughts, reading great books, and repeating affirmations, you will start to see real change. Not just small improvements here and there. I'm talking about true transformation. A big shift in how you think, how you feel, how you act in your relationships, your job, your health, and even your finances. It all starts with training your mind. Nobody can defeat you unless you let them. Don't let someone's opinion or criticism define who you are. Don't let fear or doubt sneak into your head. The only person who can truly stop you from reaching your highest potential is yourself. It's the face you see in the mirror every morning. You get to decide how much effort you put in. You choose how tough you'll be. Every morning ask yourself, am I ready to handle today? The answer is yes. You are strong enough. You are ready. You already have everything you need inside of you. But you must believe that. It all begins with your belief in yourself. That belief isn't something others give you. It doesn't come from praise or awards. It comes from within. When you build a strong mindset, when you take ownership of your thoughts, life starts to shift. And listen, the road won't always be smooth. There will be moments when things go wrong, times when you feel discouraged, rejected, or disappointed. But those moments don't define your story. What truly matters is how you respond. You must respond with strength. You must keep the kind of mindset that doesn't give up no matter what. Each day, look in the mirror and remind yourself who you are. Say out loud what you believe. Say, I am capable. I am worthy. I am enough. And when you do that, your view of life starts to change. you walk with more confidence. You feel a fire inside that lifts you up. And once you feel that strength, that inner power, nothing can stop you. No challenge is too big. No barrier is too strong. But it doesn't stop there. You got to be intentional every day about what you let into your mind. Protect your thoughts. Read books that teach and inspire. Listen to positive voices. Spend time with people who support your growth. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant will grow. So be careful. Are you planting seeds of fear and doubt, or seeds of hope, growth, and purpose? And don't confuse this with ignoring your problems or pretending life is perfect. It's not about denying reality. It's about choosing how you respond. It's about building a mind that helps you push through when life gets tough. A mind that stays focused even when everything feels like it's falling apart. Feed your thoughts with the right fuel. Practice the habits that make your mind stronger. Visualizing, meditating, writing down your thoughts, reading and repeating affirmations. If you do this every day, you'll begin to see a big difference. Your mindset will go from full of doubt to full of belief. Your life will move in a better direction, one you never thought possible. This is not about waiting for life to get better. This is about making life better by how you think. It's about taking control now, owning your thoughts, owning your future, owning your success. You already have the power. You already have the strength. You already have what it takes to build the life you dream about. You just have to believe it. Deep inside, believe it. Because once you truly believe, nothing can hold you back. So ask yourself again today, am I ready to face what's next? I know the answer. The answer is yes. You've got what it takes. Just believe it.